Based on the video game Wolfenstein, a new TV series is in the works. The project will be produced by Amazon MGM Studios with the Kilter Films production team, which includes Jonathan Nolan, Lisa Joy, and Athena Wickham. Patrick Somerville, known for Station 11 and Maniac, will serve as showrunner. This is the same team behind the Fallout series. Amazon is also developing shows set in the God of War and Mass Effect universes. Speaking of God of War, Ronald D. Moore, the showrunner of the upcoming Amazon series, has revealed some details about the production, which was reportedly rebooted earlier this year. The show will focus not on the original games, but on Kratos' Norse adventures. Cory Barlog, the creative lead behind the rebooted games, is actively involved, so the series is expected to feel authentic. The first season will consist of 10 episodes, with filming expected to start in 2026. Scripts for seasons 1 and 2, 20 episodes total, are being written now. The premiere is anticipated in 2027. Meanwhile, the creators of the original Avatar: The Last Airbender animated series have revealed the first concept art for a new project in the franchise, Avatar: The Seven Shelters. This isn't about Kyiv bomb shelters in 2021. The series will consist of 2 books, i.e. seasons, each with 13 episodes, and is expected to premiere in 2027. And speaking of Avatar, the trailer for Avatar 3: Fire and Ash is finally out. The visuals are stunning, with the series' signature soundtrack returning. This film is expected to conclude Jake Sully's arc. Whether or not he survives will be revealed in December when the film hits theaters and likely earns its usual $1.5 billion worldwide. James Cameron has stated that even after he steps away from the franchise, he believes in Avatar's future. He envisions animated projects for streaming platforms and possibly an anthology series exploring different eras and styles, similar to The Animatrix. He even joked about recommending cat food production as another idea. If you're as old as me, you might remember the 1990s cult classic Practical Magic. Well, after 28 years, a sequel is being filmed. Nicole Kidman and Sandra Bullock are returning, and the film will be directed by Suzanne Bier, Bird Box. We'll see next year whether they still have magic or just really good Botox. Now, some Netflix updates. Happy Gilmore 2, which dropped last week, broke streaming records with 46 million viewers in its first 3 days. Expect Happy Gilmore Edge of the World or Rise of Happy Gilmore next. Wednesday has been renewed for Season 3 even before the release of Season 2. Tim Burton and Jenna Ortega confirmed this in a joint interview. Netflix is also considering a spin-off, possibly focusing on The Hand, to explore how hard it is to play video games with just fingers. More updates are expected after Season 2 premieres in August/September. While filming for Wednesday Season 3 hasn't started yet, a new film in the Evil Dead franchise is already underway. Burning of the Evil Dead, directed by Sebastian Vanishek, is being shot with Sam Raimi producing. Expect its release next year. Godzilla Minus One is getting a sequel, tentatively titled Minus Two, with production starting in Japan on August 30th. The original team is returning, and yes, Peter Dinklage will still play the monster.
Speaking of sequels, we're all waiting for more Invincible.
Season 5 is already confirmed, ahead of the Season 4 release. Robert Kirkman said at San Diego Comic-Con that fans should expect 8 or even 9 seasons, meaning the finale could come as late as 2031. Before Invincible ends, we might finally get a sequel to Gremlins. At Manchester Comic-Con, Zach Galligan said that a script is ready and just waiting for Steven Spielberg's approval. Warner Brothers is reportedly eager to revive old franchises after the success of Beetlejuice. The Friday the 13th franchise is also coming back. Horror Inc. plans to release a new game and movie, along with a Crystal Lake prequel series hitting Peacock next year. What horror franchise would you like to see rebooted? Freddy Krueger, perhaps? But not everything is bleak. Coyote vs. Acme, once thought lost like Batgirl, will be released after being picked up by Ketchup Entertainment. Expect the release on August 28th, 2026. Yes, 2026. No one knows why it's taking that long. Now let's talk trailers. Coming this November, The Nuremberg Trial. No, not the one we're all hoping for, featuring Putin and his cronies. Just the movie, for now. The film stars Michael Shannon, Rami Malek, and Russell Crowe. But for some reason, Sony decided to cut the trailer like a comic book adaptation rather than a historical drama. Bold move. Weird move. The trailer for Nobody 2 just dropped, and ticket sales have officially started in the US. Good news, the sequel has a new director who's not Russian, so you can watch it in peace. The action hits theaters this August. Ever wondered what would happen if you died, ended up in the afterlife, and were forced to choose between all your dead exes? No? Well, someone clearly did, and now there's a film called Eternity about it. In true A24 style, it's bizarre, melancholic, and oddly intriguing. Maybe the main character will even find her kids and stop being totally unhinged. Fingers crossed.
Brace yourself. The Five Nights at Freddy's 2 trailer is here.
The sequel to 2023's cinematic masterpiece, Don't Argue With Me, premieres December 5th. Apple dropped not one, but 2 teasers for Pluribus, a new series from Breaking Bad creator Vince Gilligan. It's about a miserable woman who has to save a happy world by being sadder than anyone else? Yeah, don't ask, just watch. There's also a spooky new teaser for Whistle, a horror flick about a cursed chant ruining the school year for a bunch of teens, including a young mutant Laura, X23, though she's probably more X4 or X5 at this point. The trailer is slick, stylish, and surprisingly intense. The team behind Evil Dead Rise, The Nun, and The Boogeyman is involved, so this one's definitely on my watch list. Stephen King fans, you're eating too. The trailer for The Long Walk is out, and it's all about a post-apocalyptic future where teens are forced to walk until they literally drop, step by step, or die trying. Hits theaters this September. HBO wants to scare us with Welcome to Derry, a prequel to It. But let's be honest, if the creators spent a few days in Ukraine, they'd realize even Pennywise couldn't handle life next to Russian troops. Even for a demonic clown, that's too much stupidity to bear. The series premieres in October.
Also coming to HBO Max, Peacemaker Season 2. The new trailer is out now. The first season is simultaneously canon and not canon. Ask James Gunn's wife for clarification. The new episodes drop August 21st. Amazon also released the trailer for Gen V Season 2. It actually looks decent. Hopefully they've learned from Season 1's filler episodes and pacing problems, but honestly, who am I kidding? Fresh off the trailer press, Zootopia 2. The teaser gives us a glimpse into the story and new characters. I still think the sequel should have come years ago, but hey, Disney works on Disney time. It hits theaters this Thanksgiving. Apple TV Plus isn't slowing down either. After the disaster that was Fountain of Life and the surprise hit Formula One, they're prepping The Last Bus, a new film starring Matthew McConaughey, back on the big screen for the first time in 4 years. This time he's saving kids from raging wildfires. The movie drops in theaters this September, then streams in October.
Let's talk about Avengers Judgment Day. Everything's going great, mostly because there's no script yet, and if there's no script, there are no problems, right? Rebecca Romijn, the OG Mystique, said she's not sure if she's done filming because, well, the script is still being written during production. Very professional. Good luck, Marvel. And guess what? Mortal Kombat may be building its own cinematic universe. According to producer Todd Garner, if the sequel performs well, we could get prequels, spin-offs, maybe even a solo Baraka movie, because that's totally what we've all been dreaming of. Want to see Liu Kang become the Timekeeper? Sure, but haven't we already watched all this in higher quality in the games? So many questions, so few answers. Meanwhile, The Medium, a psychological horror game by Bloober Team, is getting a movie adaptation. Gary Dauberman is producing it, and the film is expected to arrive within the next 3 years. In the most unexpected crossover event of the decade, David Fincher and Netflix have begun filming a sequel to Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Yes, really, no, it wasn't an April Fool's joke. We've even seen set photos. DiCaprio and Margot Robbie might return in cameos, but this time the focus is on Brad Pitt's character, now working as a Hollywood fixer, basically a cleaner for Hollywood's messiest problems. Think Ray Donovan, but more Tarantino. The movie is expected to release next year. The script? Written by the original mad genius himself, Quentin Tarantino. And finally, let's end on something truly beautiful. Sydney Sweeney, in jeans, in a commercial. What could possibly be more perfect than that?